60-point game. I was there. Inside the arena, it was surreal. It felt like a movie.
Final minute 30. Bryant from 14 has 53. Bryant for three. Oh, unbelievable stuff tonight.
And then I'm scrolling through social media, and they're like, maybe this, maybe that. Is this happening? It's happening. No, it's happening. It was something special.
Bryant on the move with the jumper. He got it! My! And the Lakers lead. Kobe Bryant, 60 points. One of the great farewell performances in any sport at any time.
You described it as the opening scene in Kill Bill to one reporter. Why is that? And what was that night? What did it feel like for you?
Well, it's funny. It was like the beginning and the end of the film. I think the end of the film of Kill Bill was actually the most powerful part. It's at the end of the movie where she realizes that she's accomplished her task. And she goes into the bathroom and lays on the floor and just starts crying. It all comes out. Because up until that point, she really didn't realize the journey that she was on. Right? Now, when that journey's completed, then all of a sudden you have this kind of emotional release. And that's what I had that night. When I went home, I was just very reflective on what the heck just happened. It was just all such a blur. But at the same time, it was such an emotional release. I say, I can't believe this is it. This is over. The journey is completed. And it's such a beautiful thing for the human spirit to go through.
What can I say? Mamba out.
You're the ultimate competitor. You have not been an active player while the finals were happening your entire adult life.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. I've been very fortunate to have played in my share of finals and have won my share of them. So
You're an interloper. You're not active. You have to watch it. Is that
fine?
awkward?
No, it's pretty cool actually, because I can watch it from an entertainment perspective and not have to worry about training or preparing for the next season. I can just kind of watch and just enjoy it and root for everybody.
The Thunder taking a commanding 3-1 lead over Golden State.
You made news without making news. If making history was easy, why bother? An alleged text sent to one Draymond Green after Game 4.
When I was coming up, I was very fortunate to have a lot of mentors who shared a lot of knowledge with me. And I try to pass it on to this generation of players. And I just felt like that was the right message to say. It's not something where you're defeated, or it's a nice challenge to have.
You sent it to Draymond. What other players are you in contact with?
I talked to quite a few of them. Cari Irving. I've spoken to Cari Irving several times. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Bryant. A lot of the young guys. James Harden. I'm the old vet. So when I was playing, they were like 5 years old. So.
Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Golden State Warriors. I look at the two leaders of those teams, Steph Curry, LeBron James. What are the differences between those two players?
The way that they approach the game is completely different, and the systems that they operate in are very different as well. Their styles of play are diametrically opposed to each other. It's pretty interesting to see the force that Cleveland plays with, the physicality, versus the fluidity of a Golden State. So it should be an interesting series.
If you look at the players in the NBA today, who is the closest, or who would you say has a Kobe instinct about them?
There's several of them, I think, out there right now that approach the game, extremely, extremely seriously. And I get a kick out of watching Golden State play because, they seem very unassuming. Clay and Steph seem very calm and nice guys. And those guys are stone cold killers, man. They don't care about what you think of them. They don't care about if they make a game-winning shot or miss it. They're out there to do their job, and they have a very strong sense of killer instinct.
It's interesting because I hear that people believe Russell Westbrook is the closest to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he is ultra aggressive and plays with this emotional rage, and that's exactly how I was. Exactly.
He reminds you of yourself.
Yeah, we play angry. We play angry, and it's when I watch him play, I see myself when I was 21, 22 years old.
When you see him walking down the tunnel in his outfits, remind you of you at all?
No, I mean, I've worn some crazy stuff, but not like, you know, I've worn like, you know, the long leather coat, you know, blade style, you know, at the White House. That was probably not the best call to make. So I've done some pretty crazy stuff from a fashion perspective, but I can't do the tight, like the real tight clothes.
Headband?
Yeah, that's not me. That's not me.
Holes in jeans?
I miss that generation. You know,
Yeah.
if I was coming up during this era, I don't know. I can't see. That ain't me.
I don't see it either. Since we're here in fashion realm, anything that you wish you didn't do, looking back?
Yeah, that long black leather trench coat at the White House. I mean, what was I doing? Man, you kidding? I mean, what?
Listen, you had just won. You're entitled.
Thank you for that, you know, giving me an escape.
You're entitled.
You know? I guess, but what the heck?
All right, so Kobe Bryant now. I'm of the belief that the game was your first love and it gave you such fulfillment, and that adrenaline rush seems to me would be difficult to replace. What do you do now to replace that feeling?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was difficult to find something to replace it. I mean, it took me about 15 years to figure out what comes next. But once I figured it out, you know, I've had the same passion and the same obsession over it as I have for basketball, which is the art of storytelling and figuring out how sports can inspire and inform the next generation. How can you raise a certain level of consciousness about the human spirit through sports? It's something I've become very obsessive over. So I found what that next passion is, and every morning I get up, I can't wait to get to work.
The art of storytelling is your next passion. You told our Ramona Shelburne that Walt Disney did it the best in terms of animation and creation. So Kobe Bryant, the next Walt Disney?
Well, I don't know about that, but you know, I have muses. I think it's very important to have muses in your life, people that you really look up to and study and learn from, and you kind of use as kind of a North Star for what you're trying to create. And so I certainly have those, you know, just as I had them in basketball with Michael and Magic and, you know, the others. I try to have the same thing in storytelling in this production business.
Who are your muses now, and how do they inspire you?
Sure. I mean, you know, Walt Disney is certainly one of them. J.K. Rowling's another one. Steven Spielberg, Jerry Bruckheimer, Johnny Ives, you know, Mark Parker. You know, these are all people that I really look up to. You know, John Williams, great film composer. And you know, I constantly pick their brain about the art of storytelling. And the truth of the matter is, it's all the same. You know, whether you're dribbling a basketball, or you're writing a script, or you're shooting the film, you know, the art of storytelling and human emotion is the same. And now it's just trying to figure out how to take everything I've learned in my first profession and transfer that over to the next one.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.